Everybody, I know this has been a really long while since I've done a video or anything, and I'm trying to figure out my voice. Well, I've always been trying to figure that out. That's why I just keep talking. Like in real life, if you guys knew me. But I watched a video today about what I was like after the marathon, and I was like, wow, I've even changed a lot since then. And why I haven't been doing anything social media wise and stuff is because there's been a big change going on, and where I used to play the victim still and I didn't notice it, and I probably still will, because it's growth, right? I've been healing a lot. I left the adult entertainment industry. It's been 2 months, today. And it actually turns out that it's my other nephew's birthday today. He turned 9, and I ended up going there and hanging out with my brother and my sister-in-law. And I might look at the camera because I'm starting to learn how to communicate better. I've been in trauma counseling since April. I have been working with my sponsor to actually do the steps, and I'm stuck on step 4 right now, but and that's things got really scary last week. I had a plan to go pick up and drink and use and all this other stuff, and come on baby, it's okay. And then I started to remember that I have to do my recovery too, right? That never gives a rest, because all this amazing stuff happened after I left the adult entertainment industry. I started working for a career job. I mean, it was just my own hours, but it was a job. I started learning what it's like to make an honest income, and oh my god, not making X amount of dollars an hour as opposed to making 20. Huge difference, people. But it taught me the value of money and an honest living. And so it's been 2 months with that, and things have changed. Lots has happened. I got a roommate who's moving out already, which is perfect, because I'm actually going to be starting my own business in September, which is even more incredible. But it's just going to be introductory, because I don't really I didn't have much practice right away, because it was so overwhelming with change that I just needed to do something. And then this happened. I got a job working at the airport. They gave me security clearance. The former child, of me, you know what I mean? The former, this, because we change, right? People can change. I was talking to somebody today, and talking about somebody, the remaining person living in their pain in my family. And I was just if I can change and come back from where I went, anybody can. And I truly believe that. We just have to stop playing with our pain and want to pick up the work and have a plan and build. And most of everything that I do nowadays is to show my family and to show other people that, this life is possible. It doesn't matter. I mean, there's when my book comes out and everything, I'll show you guys that you can get through almost anything, and live to tell about it. And I mean, just don't listen to this and listen to this instead. And these other, sometimes you need logic, but most of the times you just need to go with your gut and intuition. And that's what I've been doing. And anyways, I work luxury sales, which I was you know what, if I end up in sales again, I'm just going to do my best and grow, because obviously it's where I'm meant to be. Because since I've been getting sober, that's where my jobs have ended up. And I mean, when I say since I've been getting sober, because I've been attempting since I was in 2014 was when I gave it an honest go, and so I keep ending up there, and I got this job, and I get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning excited, because then I get to do my job, and remembering that it's a privilege, not a right. And 30, 50 years ago, when our grandparents were going to work, that was opportunity, and they would literally see it as that and work their fucking asses off. I have to remember what I was doing for my income 3 months ago, and that I hated myself because of it, and I lived in shame, and I wouldn't reach out to people, and I stayed in this thing. And then I realized that it was because I wasn't loving myself. This is my journey. I'm not saying this is for anybody else's, but I'm also admitting that this is where I've been, because in my journey and in my path of doing Reiki and the massage and everything else, it's certified, because I want to do healing, or not, I'm going to, and I am in the next month, which is so exciting. But within that, oh man, I lost my train. Oh, that's it. I want to help women. I want to help women get out of that industry, to show you that, yeah, it's going to be a fucking pay cut and an ego cut and all this stuff, but it is so worth it. The feelings that I get, getting off of, okay, it used to be getting off at work to getting off of work feels incredible. And I mean, I only have a couple days off a week now, and instead of working every single day because I got addicted to the money, there was so many different mind shifts, right? And then it was when I was doing my Reiki attunement before I did my first class, it was the lady was saying, she's you're here to help women, you're here to help people, you're a healer. And I was well, I've known that. I've denied it since I was a child. But I'm like stepping into it, and I was just like, you know what, like I can't deny this way I'm going anymore. Like I don't care about the money, I care more about like purpose, you know, purpose over profit, and it's like impact over income. All that stuff is so much more important, because I remember what it was like to be in the depths of my addiction and my trauma and everything else, and being like, holy fuck, how do I get out? And I couldn't. Like I literally thought the only way was to take my own life. And it's just like, you know what? That's not the answer, because it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And if like, I mean, let's teach one their own. You know what I mean? I don't get to decide other people's pain. But the one thing that I do want to say is that I'm glad that I didn't, because this beautiful life was waiting for me. You know, today, of all days, like on my nephew's birthday, I got to see my brother. I haven't talked to my brother in 7 years. And that's amazing. You know, that's a gift. That was a gift. I was like, and today I think I already said this. Anyways, I'm going to go have a bath, and I'm going to go do my step work. And I just want to say to you guys, like seriously, life is incredible. I thought I was like this big piece of shit, like just like, you know what I mean? That nobody wanted to be around. And then when I started to show my heart and care about people the way that I wanted to be cared about, it was amazing the impact that I had on others. And it's like, seriously, all people ever want to know is that they're cared about and loved. And it's like, seriously, all that means sometimes is just being like, are you okay? Or like, hey, how are you? How did that make you feel? Like, you know, seriously, like think about how we want to be treated, and then show that respect to others. You know, it's that simple. You know, and like thinking that other people, like, oh, it's just been so much this last week. And like thinking that like my uncle died last week, and he was a huge supporter in my recovery. And then it's like lose one family member and 4 more came back into my life. Like just like that, you know. And it's just like the universe so has a different plan for me. Like, you know, my roommate moving out is like a perfect way for me to start my new business. And it's like, because I didn't know how to say this, just all this other stuff. And I don't ever want to say anything on a negative note anymore. Like, I mean, I if things are negative, then I have to fucking be honest and say that that's what it is. But this was a beautiful opportunity, because she was the reason that I ended up leaving the business. And it was like, and look at what person that she's leaving, like she's moving out from, is like a fully employed fucking like whole new person. And it's incredible. So 7 minutes. Thank you. Bye. Love you. Oh my God. So much love. Thank you. Bye.